wanted to come on here and talk about this interaction I had today pulling up to the gym. So I'm pulling up to the gym thinking I'm hot shit, you know, pulling up in a Benz. And I roll up on this guy and it's like a SF90 Ferrari or like a Pista. It was one of them. And I instantly asked him, I was like, that's one of the nicest cars I've seen in a cool minute. And he was like, you know, look, like, of course it is. And then I was like, what do you do? And he was like, well, I do real estate. He's like, I've done it for 20 years. And I was like, I'm in my entrepreneurship stage of my life, you know. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done, most challenging things I've ever done. And he was telling me, he was like, you got to choose your pain. You know, there's pain being rich and there's pain being poor, and you got to find drive and happiness within the pain in order to reach success. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I can relate to that because I felt that lately. That's what I felt lately is I've appreciated the journey rather than just appreciating when I get to the destination. You know, a lot of people think shit comes overnight, or, you know, if it doesn't happen for them instantly, you know, they just have no delayed gratification. Dopamine is like a fucking mouse with a fucking laser. You know what I'm saying? And that quick conversation that I had with him, I was like, I really get that, because that's what I'm going through right now. You know, it's not the matter of how or if, it's just a matter of when. You know, you got to put the time in. And I just wanted to come on here real quick and share that shit with y'all. Get to work, bitches.